Romeo and Juliet was created in 1977 and it was designed by Ezio Frigerio and Franco Squarciappino. It's a beautiful production. It's considered a beautiful antique. On stage every night there is roughly 111 costumes being used, but in this entire production there is 385 costumes.
My work on Romeo and Juliet is to make new costumes. I have been working on Juliet's costumes and Juliet's friends and Paris Court costumes for this particular production.
As soon as we get casting and as soon as we've done a fit-up, we know exactly then what needs to be reproduced, or we can have a look at the old costumes, see if they're working, and if not, then I have to start re-dyeing all the fabrics to match the current production. And as the production was produced in the 70s, it's quite interesting from my point of view because I have to then reproduce those colours, not as they were in the 70s, but how they now look. So it's an interesting technique for me.
Costumes on Romeo and Juliet are not overly complicated in a cutting perspective, in a making perspective, but they are full of decorations. So the Paris Court costumes that I'm making right now, they are all decorated with petals and flowers, and they are single petals attached one by one. To make a costume, it can take from 2 days to a week. It depends on the complexity of the costume.
We are currently refurbing acrobats. They looked quite tired from the last production, so we've decided that they need quite a lot of work. We've dyed all the fabric for the shirts, and now I'm currently working on 11 pairs of tights which need to be hand painted. So that's quite a big refurb for us.
When I see the costumes I make up on stage, it's a very nice feeling. It's very emotional. Because you make something and you've been putting your passion to making something, and then you see it dancing on a beautiful dancer, and it's just a joy.
I feel very proud of the work that we do on Romeo and Juliet. We're always immensely critical of our work, how we can improve, but overall I would say we're terribly lucky to do our jobs.